Hey everybody, DeLongshot Signatures here. This is episode 154 of my TTM returns. Got in 4 successes on this Friday. I'm going to start off with an NHL return. This is coming back from a longtime goaltender in the league. He is now a European scout for the Columbus Blue Jackets. This is a 3 of 3 success from Nicklas Backstrom, who I think is the all-time leading goaltender in like wins and saves and stuff like that for the Minnesota Wild, a still fairly young franchise, but he was there for a long time. Was an excellent player for them, played for a few other teams, so really glad to get that one back. Came back in a couple of months, sent during the off season, but very nicely signed in blue. Then we got a couple football returns. First one is from a former player, able to add some to the 91 Upper Deck set. This guy is a former running back, played for LSU, and then was drafted by the Chiefs. Looks like he was drafted in the first round, and he signed 3 of 3 for me. Got back Harvey Williams. So there's his 91 Upper Deck of him in his LSU uniform. I believe this would be the upper series card of him in his Chiefs. And then I also got his 92 Upper Deck signed as well. I think he has a card in the 92 Fleer Ultra, but I'm missing so many cards from that set that I'm not even going to bother with repurchasing it or anything like that. But a very quick return there. I think just 9 days for an address that just recently popped up. Then the other football return we got is from an active player. Been seeing quite a few people get this guy back. Found out the secret to getting him was sending to his donation. It looks like they won't sign the items that you send, but they will send back an autographed trading card in placement of that. So I sent 2 photos and then enough to cover the 2 photos just in case maybe he had some sort of agreement where he couldn't sign trading cards, but he could at least sign photos. But got back 2 signed trading cards from Minnesota Vikings wide receiver Adam Thielen. So I got back this 2020 Panini Chronicles, and then this really awesome 2020 Immaculate card, which is extremely thick compared to most of the other ones that I get. So I'm probably going to have to buy like a magnetic case or something for that one. That's not going to be able to fit into the binder very easily. But very cool. He's been a fantastic player to watch. Of course, he's got a great story of, I don't even think he ever received a Division I offer, and then went undrafted, made the practice squad, worked his way up, and then has been one of the top receivers for the Vikings. He's never really been the #1 other than I think like one of the years that Stefon Diggs was there, which led to Stefon Diggs wanting to be traded. But he has been a solid option for the Vikings. He's got a really good rapport with Kirk Cousins, and it'll be awesome to watch him the rest of this season. So glad to get that one back. And then the last one here is an NHRA return. This is another driver that made a photo for. Didn't get to meet him at the track. I don't think I've ever met this guy in person. Everything's either been through the mail, or I had some family members a few years ago go to the track for me, and they met him. But this is a 3 of 3 coming back from Doug Kalita. And it's funny because I already got him earlier this year on some hero cards. I had a huge backlog of them, and he was still cool enough to sign this in just 10 days, coming back from Michigan. But he's been a long-time top fuel driver. He's up in the, I think he's top 10 in wins. Hasn't won a championship. He's been like a lot of other drivers in this era that have been stuck behind the greats, like Steve Torrence and Tony Schumacher, where he's getting wins every season, but there's just that one guy who's always way further ahead than everyone else. But a fantastic driver, of course, part of the Kalita family. I think he's Connie Kalita's son, one of them, and just involved in racing for a long time. Kalita Motorsports has been really good to me through the mail. For the longest time, I didn't think that they would ever sign, and then finally started getting some requests out to them, and they have been returning stuff rather quickly. So very, very happy to get those, as well as his new hero card. This is the one that I grabbed at the track. It did get bent a little bit. He didn't send back with the piece of cardboard that I include with it, so there is a small crease along the middle, but not too bad. But that is it for today. Hopefully get some more stuff in tomorrow to share with you guys. But thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.